The medical science behind what is turning me into a vampire is actually very interesting. That's why I've got so many research specialists running tests on my DNA. You see, the allergic reaction that I'm having to the sun is called Stevens-Johnson syndrome. And if you look that up, please use caution because it is a jump scare. But Stevens-Johnson syndrome is usually triggered by medication. It's pretty much unheard of to be triggered by the sun. But if you dig enough, you will find some online medical journals that talk about UV reactions with Stevens-Johnson syndrome. The question that my doctors are trying to figure out is why the sun is giving me Stevens-Johnson syndrome, because that's definitely not supposed to happen. And to answer your question, yes, I can feel it when the sun touches my skin, but it does feel different depending on what part of my body it touches. That's because when Stevens-Johnson syndrome creates lesions and then those lesions heal, there is a specific type of T cell that is deposited into the scar tissue on the skin. And when Stevens-Johnson syndrome or an SJS trigger is detected in the body, those same T cells will wake back up. I had Stevens-Johnson syndrome all over my face, so this part of my face, even though you can't visibly see the scarring through the camera, does have scarring and scar tissue. So if the sun were to hit, say, my arm, I would feel that it was burning. But if the sun were to hit my face, it would be a much more intense, burning, stinging feeling. And that is also why the exposure on my legs did not affect me the same way that getting exposure on my face would have affected me. There are a lot of factors that go into what makes me react, what keeps me safe, and what kind of a reaction I might have. And the doctors don't know why.